4 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Akers not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But not only do you see a nice play there, you see pride on the line. They're not going to let this shutout go without a fight. This defense still holding strong here late in the...
Touchdown, Rams!
Van Jefferson
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Dig in, let's go.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give up the middle to Singletary. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They go right back to Singletary. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Three yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now Stafford and the Rams down 14-7, 1:07 remaining. Stafford now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford buying time to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Steps away. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Stafford. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. He'll look to throw.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And Parker, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up and chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of